As I always claim to be the best, the world's greatest boxing coach, right? And people can scoff, oh, never heard of me, blah, 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 blah. I don't care about all that. I know what I know. I've been a registered U.S. amateur boxing coach for over 20 years. And unfortunately, I haven't had any boxers smart enough to stick with me and follow through, do what I ask of them. But, is what it is. So, I'd given up on coaching, and I was going to start boxing again in the Masters division. But then I was diagnosed with terminal cancer. And I started feeling better a few months ago, so I renewed my license, and then things got really bad. So, out of the question for me. And I'm alright with it. I made peace with it. But I can still teach people. And I've created my own style, actually. And so far, it's beat every other style that I've gone against, sparred against, whatever. I've stood toe to toe against pros, ex-pros, and Golden Glove champs and whatnot. And I tell them, hey, get ready. Like on the count of 3, I'm gonna make a move. And I wanted them to defend against it, and so far none of them could. So the thing is, right? Most orthodox fighters, they stand in a orthodox stance, right hand back, right? And if you can see the openings already if I come at you like this. So this is a brawler's stance. It's not a boxer's stance, okay? And you can see my feet. Right? This would be the stance. It's kind of like an L. Alright? I don't box that way. I don't box this way. Number one, I box southpaw. Number one. Even though I'm a right-hander. Okay? So normally this would be the southpaw stance. Wide open again, right? Me, I use a kung fu stance, and my hips are, the cancer is spread all over, so this hurts a little. So this is a kung fu stance, the horse stance, right? Right, I have torn shoulders and all that. So it's like riding a horse or a motorcycle. I'm sitting down. So I stand up and I use the shoulder roll, right? Philly shuffle. And so what I want to do is point this foot towards you as much as I can. I want a line in between my toe here and my heel. All right. So actually, this carpet right here, I want to try to keep a shoulder width apart or more. Right. Stand here. Now you see the difference between this stance and this stance. I'm not as open. Because amateur, you can't even hit back here, so I don't have to worry about that. Even in pros, if you were to hit that, I would catch it with my elbow and come back, boom, with a hook, right? I can, boom, boom, right off the bat. And by standing as in the southpaw, my jab is now a knockout jab. I can break your nose, I can break your jaw, I can knock you out with a jab, okay? Because this is my strong hand, my power hand. And so from here, again, horse stance, right? But I can box you, but I can turn around and box somebody over here. And this applies to any striking, street fighting, MMA, whatever it is. Okay? So I can fight here, and I can fight here from this stance. I hold this for reinforcement because this is gonna block jabs, and then boom. And this, same thing, block, a punch, boom. All right. My chin's gonna be down as much as I can. Try to show you. Okay. Most knockouts, most that you see, they come from the uppercut. Uppercut's one of the best punches to knock someone out with, or at least to start the process. Hit them with that uppercut, hook, boom, boom, they're done. So I keep that chin down all the time, right? I keep this open to catch, block, boom, all right? And this is only going to be open for a few seconds. I know you see this, but that's only going to be open for a few seconds anyway. Right? Those are my theories on stance. And when I throw, you notice I don't pick my arm up and then throw. I throw from right there. Okay? Same with this one. I'm not going to pick my arm up and then throw. I'm going to throw from here using my shoulders chin down so I can't get uppercut. They might hit me, but they're not gonna knock me out because I'm gonna take that shot there if they hit me. I'm gonna throw here and then boom. I don't lift my shoulders when I punch. A lot of boxers, fighters lift their shoulders when they're punch. You're losing power when you do that. When you do that, you're throwing an arm punch now. From here, boom, I'm throwing a waist punch. I'm hitting you with my waist. Okay. Unfortunately, I've had at least four or five boxers unalive other people with one punch. I call it the 1-inch punch, like Bruce Lee taught. And people laugh and mock, but proof is in the punch, actually. And so the main, and that I had quit coaching for many years because of that, because I realized these kids didn't want to learn how to box. Because you can go to college for a boxing scholarship. You can get a boxing scholarship, go to college, and from there, you know, you'd go to the Olympics. From there, go pro, and you'd have the clout, you know. But most kids just want to learn how to punch and knock somebody out. So I had quit coaching because of that. But now what I teach is I teach footwork first. The last thing I teach is punching. I'm showing you just because it's TikTok and the time frames. I got stage 4 cancer, so trying to get it all in at one, you know, as fast as I can. And the stance is what's the most important thing. So when people throw, right, a normal boxer, if you watch my feet, they throw and they lift this up. They lift that up. Almost all pros and champions do it too. It's not a good idea. I'm going to show you why right here. Okay. Now if I lift this foot, that heel up, if I lift that heel up, see what happens? Boom, and if he throws at the same time, I'm going to knock myself out on his punch. Again, it's the Kung Fu stance. It's the horse stance. Boom. I turn all my weight without leaning forward, without picking that foot up. See what I mean? If I lift that foot up, it pushes me into punch. So I don't do that. Stand here. Boom. And right there, I can do more damage with that punch than most people can do with any of their shots. And so, same thing with the left. I don't lean forward. Okay? I punch. Well, I gotta get out of the way because I'm hitting that. Boom. Alright? And the more you want to like a slice of pizza, like you want your foot to turn like that. Okay, boom. And the only about right there. It's like there would be a little L right here. You don't want to go too far because then now I'm out of balance. And you don't want to rob yourself. You don't want to go just a little bit. So next lesson is I don't know when, but take care. God bless. Peace.